It's tomato season here in the Low Country, and you can see on the Sea Islands that tomatoes are falling off the tomato trucks. The ground is just so full of tomatoes, and we're having a really great season. This recipe takes advantage of our fresh local produce, and you can actually use some of the herbs from your herb garden. Parsley, cilantro, whatever you like. This is a very simple marinade and makes a very delicious tomato. I like it. The first thing we need are tomatoes, and the recipe calls for 3 to 6 ripe tomatoes. I just love Campari tomatoes. These are smaller, these guys. They're beautiful, you can get them year round. I know if you've been on St. Helena, you've seen tomatoes all over the ground where they're coming from the tomato farm, so they're fresh and they're available in the Low Country right now. So make sure you get fresh local tomatoes when you can. These are, I just sliced them. I want to say these are maybe a dozen of these little guys, but 3 to 6 big regular tomatoes will work too. And all I'm going to do is just add some fresh herbs and olive oil and vinegar. So I have white wine vinegar, 1/3 of a cup, and 1/3 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. To that, I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup of fresh chopped Italian parsley, about 1/4 of a cup of freshly chopped chives, maybe, this is a little more than, but say a tablespoon is pretty good, of fresh chopped cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, you can use basil. I mean, you can use pretty much anything that's in your yard. I wouldn't recommend rosemary, but other than that, fresh herbs are great. And to that, I'm going to add some dried marjoram, dried tarragon. Tarragon doesn't like to grow very well in the South. And some pepper and salt. And then just 1/3 of a cup of chopped onion. I use a sweet Vidalia onion. You could use purple onion, red onion, you could use yellow onion, white onion, whichever you like. I just like the sweetness, and I like to keep it local as much as I can. So I'm just going to mix this up and pour it over my sliced tomatoes. Just going to very lightly coat these. Cover them and put them in the refrigerator for 3 to 6 hours before serving. They're great on their own just like this. Really good on a salad. Just a bit of fresh greens. I think it'd be really good on bruschetta. And the cool thing is, after you pick your tomatoes out, you can just keep adding more tomatoes to the vinegar and just keep eating them. I know that sounds really strange, but that's a Southern thing, and I got this recipe from an old Southern lady, and it really does work. And it seems like the older that the vinaigrette gets, the more flavorful it is. Anyway, I think it would work for about a couple weeks. So this is pretty much it. Very simple, delicious. You could also add, this is just something I like, these little tomato bombs, if you can find them. You could also take these and do just a prick with maybe a toothpick or something, add them to your mixture, and also get some of the vinegar and oil and herbs and the flavor, and these just have a really great taste. They're really fresh, and they're bombs, they're tomato bombs, and they pop in your mouth. Hope you like this recipe. If you'd like to see more recipes like this, please subscribe. For complete ingredients and cooking instructions and to purchase cookbooks, visit cateringbydebbieCovington.com.